is up, YouTube? Frosted Hobidon here, and today we're back with another death battle for all of you. And this death battle is this one's a weird one. It's SpongeBob SquarePants versus Aquaman from the Super Friends. I was not expecting this to happen. Well, and actually, honestly, anything in death battle could happen. Any voice act, any character might happen nowadays. They're trying out some weird combinations. So we're watching SpongeBob versus Super Friends Aquaman, the weakest version of all the Aquaman. So if you haven't checked out this video, I'll leave a link in the description down below. So go check it out for yourself and see this reaction before you come see my reaction, and then we can all enjoy it together. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. All I know it's gonna be funny, and I'm gonna have a great time, and hey, and we're gonna have a few laughs. Alrighty then, let's get on to the reaction in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, let's get on to this battle, shall we? Two underwater creatures ready to throw hands.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Nickelodeon's #1 nautical nincompoop.
Well, that's one way of describing SpongeBob.
Aquaman, the thalassic third wheel of the Super Friends. Thalassic means ocean. I looked it up.
Okay.
The infinite ink black depths of the seven seas are home to any number of terrifying, awe-inspiring creatures.
They're also home to these two losers. Though when it comes to cartoon characters, there's always more hidden beneath the waves. That's right, we're prioritizing the cartoons for maximum Toon Force shenanigans.
Okay then, Toon Force is gonna be in the play. It makes sense. I mean, SpongeBob is a Toon Force user in some weird, strange way of Nickelodeon magic, cartoon logic.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's do it. Let's do this. All right, SpongeBob
first.
The year
was 1946. The former allies of World War II were engaged in a cold
war
between
this.
capitalist West and communist
Someone
East.
thought of the theory of that.
The United States changed history forever with the introduction of the atomic bomb.
Oh,
a
wow.
weapon of unparalleled nuclear devastation.
I can't believe they're actually doing
One of
this.
their most popular test spots, the site of 23 separate detonations.
That animation of that explosion is very popular.
Fission yield of 42.2 megatons was Bikini Atoll in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The results
Oh,
were
I knew it was in the
ecological
Pacific Ocean.
devastation. And perhaps something more. Deep beneath the atoll, the fauna began to change. They evolved, becoming sentient, forming language, technology, and society. This Bikini Bottom.
I can't believe I don't know where to get this information from. I have seen many theories about this, of how Bikini Bottom was formed, that they were mutated because of military testing. I thought it was I thought it was. It makes sense how these fish people were able to act this way, but then again, Sandy's a squirrel. She just came from Texas and visit you guys in the Pacific Ocean.
Organized into a monarchy under the god King Neptune.
Oh, okay, that was a weird image. I don't want to see. I did not want to see Mr. Krabs rubbing his butt with a dollar bill. That actor is Tom Kenny for fans out there. That is Tom Kenny, the voice actor of SpongeBob, who was voiced in many voices you all recognize. You all know Tom Kenny's work. This original origin was one of the theories, perhaps contradicted by the fact that Bikini Bottom's history had its own Wild West, medieval, and prehistoric culture. Yeah, I remember those episodes. I remember the Wild West episode, and the medieval special, and the prehistoric. Oh man, remember Caveman SpongeBob?
It developed a free market economy and
Stop rubbing that dollar on your crotch.
Even the simplest underwater creatures became capable of complex thought, including the very first multicellular organism to be categorized as part of the animal kingdom, the sea sponge.
And
That's
one
what
sponge
SpongeBob's
in
based off of.
particular, the greatest among them, lives in a pineapple under the sea. Oh!
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I wanted to sing the song.
You don't sing the song, but you might get copyrighted by Nickelodeon themselves. When I was a kid, I always thought SpongeBob was like a normal kitchen sponge, because he looks like it, and they even make jokes about it. But knowing that there's a sea sponge out there when I grow up, when I grew up learning about these things after from when I stopped being a kid. Yeah, the sea sponges are a thing in the ocean. They are fascinating.
I don't know about greatest. SpongeBob.
Okay, let's see his bio. Full name, Robert SquarePants. I think I remember that being referenced. I remember that his name is Roberts. He is 36 years old. Holy crap. Huh. He's 36. That explains so much. And yet so little. He is a man child. He is what people describe him as. He is 4 inches tall, or 10.16 centimeters. Wow, that is small. He is short. Most of his Bikini Bottom friends are short. And if he's that short, then Plankton must be really tiny. He weighs 1 ounces or 28.34 grams. He's a Krusty Krab Employee of the Month, Honorary Town Rookie of the Day, lives in a pineapple under the sea, and outlived the Bikini Bottom apocalypse. Oh, I remember that. I remember that movie. The one where they got them superpowers when there was a whole apocalypse because the last Krabby Patty was secret form was stolen by some human.
May headline one of the most popular children's cartoons of all time, but he's a total dork.
He's
a painfully
but a lovable
naive
dork.
man-child whose only ambition in life is to continue his minimum wage job as a fry cook at the Krusty Krab.
Really sounding like a Squidward there, Wiz. And no one wants to be a Squidward. Sponge Robert might not have the flashiest life, but he's happy. And that's what matters, ain't it?
Not
Right.
in Death Battle, it doesn't. SpongeBob is routinely
In the battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob replenishes health, restores health. Sorry, I'm bad with reading today. I am so sorry. He restores his health by finding clean underwear. This implies that he shits himself every time he takes damage. He craps himself when he takes damage. Okay.
physically incapable
That's
of
funny.
the most basic tasks, almost like anti-Toon Force. He's the biggest wimp in town, like the time he failed to lift a glass of lemonade, or the time a school bully gave him diarrhea, or the time he effortlessly rotated the entire planet. Huh.
Oh, we're
yeah,
in for some shit
Toon-
now, aren't we? Despite being a real sea creature, SpongeBob is more like a kitchen sponge. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he, after all. He can stretch and shapeshift his body any way he likes.
Yes, he can.
Duplicate himself through asexual reproduction and absorb immense amounts of liquid. Wouldn't he always be full, though?
From an entire lagoon
True.
to, oh god, enough water to replace the moon?
Yeah, that
And for
happened.
some reason, he has an insane healing.
Yeah, that happened. Sponge physiology, liquid absorption, shape-shifting, duplication, regeneration, flight and teleportation, imagination, fourth wall interaction, goofy gabber rock. Who remembers the SpongeBob movie, the Gooby Goober rock version? You know what I want. I'm a Gooby Goober. And Toon Force, and he has Toon Force powers. Almost some of the characters in SpongeBob's world has Toon Force. SpongeBob just has the full mastery of it.
Factor. He survived being torn in half, vaporized, having his soul removed from his body, and literally being unraveled out of existence. Okay, I think we're good. We can just end the rundown here.
No.
Though he looks as though he disappeared, his disembodied laughter can be heard as the episode ended, proving he is still alive in some fashion even after being unraveled. Oh, so even though he's been wiped out from existence, he is still alive and kicking.
Need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Perhaps his most
No,
mind-bending ability
you
is
don't
his
want to go
control
there.
over bubbles. No, stay with me. This is unbelievable. Like a
I'm
soapy
aware.
Green Lantern ring, his bubbles can become anything he wishes, from guided cruise missiles to sentient life and entire bubble societies. That's a pretty similar effect to his magic pencil, which can draw anything he wants into existence
Doodle
and
Bob!
erase it from reality just as easily. The pencil
What are you
was
doing,
so
Boomstick?
powerful, SpongeBob sent it back to the surface where it belonged. But in later seasons, he still just has it for some reason.
He pulled it out of his memory. What are you doing, Boomstick? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing.
And finished. I call him Doodle Whiz. Whiz.
Oh, no.
He's just like you.
No.
But I made him with a pencil.
I'm calling the police.
Oh, crap!
Even the mundane becomes godlike in SpongeBob's yellow hands.
Okay.
Like his reef blower, which hoovered up the entirety of Earth's oceans in seconds and then exploded on top of SpongeBob all at once.
It's estimated the entire mass of Earth's oceans is about 1.5 quintillion tons. Considering all the water refilled the planet in about 1 second, that'd be a kinetic energy of over 6,000 yotatons.
That's enough
God
energy to nuke
darn.
Jupiter 13 times over.
That is insane. I forgot how powerful SpongeBob's Toon Force abilities can be. But when they do the calculation, that can destroy Jupiter 13 times over. Wow. And SpongeBob did that in his earlier seasons. Holy cow. We can see who's the clear winner here.
And SpongeBob was completely unharmed.
His hydrodynamic spatula isn't just an impromptu blade.
Krabby Patties, magic
It's
pencil,
also his
leaf
primary
blower,
instrument to create the
bubble
greatest
soap
foodstuff
wand.
Bikini Bottom has ever seen. The Krabby Patty.
A burger so delicious, it's basically magic. Not only is it
Pretty
totally
much.
addictive, SpongeBob was romantically attracted to one. It
Yes,
can
I remember that
nullify
one.
mind control, heal wounds, and even detonate.
SpongeBob has survived nukes.
I didn't know that.
point-blank,
I didn't know
hugged
about
his
that
best
one.
friend Patrick so hard their DNA fused.
Wait. What? That actually happened. They fused together. I am unaware of that. I did not know that.
Can ride on the scene transitions, and once cried so hard he flooded Bikini Bottom, even though it's already underwater.
I don't know
Shit,
how
he
to-
once grabbed a hold of this mysterious string and unraveled the entire universe. He literally undid the fabric of reality in seconds. What the f***?
What was that you were saying about anti-Toon Force?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I've ever misjudged a character as severely as SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice
Seriously?
character arc there, Wiz. Unfortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town
Okay, that scene where he pops through the wall.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
This scene right here. I don't know where he's just going through the walls. That was creepy but hilarious at the same time.
Nice character arc there, Wiz. Unfortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town only saw the goofy goober on the outside. It took more than one adventure to prove himself to be a real hero. You think he ever banged that squirrel?
He's crushed
No,
Plankton's plan
no,
Z.
no. We do not talk about that. That will never happen. This is a children's show. Boomstick. No, leave that to Rule 34.
Won the Battle of Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots.
Also,
Even
what was that
teamed
word
up
that-
with fellow Nickelodeon. He's crushed Plankton's plan.
What was that word? When he banged that squirrel, we talking about sandy cheeks. The answer, no, thank you.
Squirrel.
He's crushed Plankton's plan Z, won the Battle of Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots, and even teamed up with fellow Nickelodeon stars Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom to
I remember that crossover in the video games. That must have been a weird crossover for these three. Most of these three are human, two children and a teenager, and they see SpongeBob and they're like, "What are you supposed to be?" And SpongeBob's like, "I'm a sea sponge," and they just roll with it.
save the Nicktoons multiverse.
His biggest weakness is that he's a giant, suicidally naive idiot.
And depending
way.
on the humidity of the atmosphere around him, being out of the water can dehydrate and permanently incapacitate him.
Oh,
That is
also
true.
seasonal rot. Those first 3 seasons are pure gold, but after that,
Oh,
boy.
wow.
There's this one episode called Squid Baby where Squidward gets brain damaged into a giant baby and shits himself on screen.
What are you talking
Oh my!
about?
He's making fun of the
Trials and
seasons.
tribulations and Hasselhoff's aside,
Yeah,
it wasn't until SpongeBob accepted himself for who he was that
Remember that Gooby Goober from the movie? Oh yeah, like they're taking shots from the SpongeBob seasons that it gets worse and not as funny as it was in the day. They actually took a shot at that, and yet the show is still going. I don't know why. It's still going forward. They haven't stopped. And apparently there's a Patrick TV show and a Patrick series going on too.
And he was rewarded with the greatest boon of all, middle management.
So if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then pray to your yellow porous god for mercy, because his whimsical laughter is the last thing you'll ever hear.
Yeah. Okay, Aquaman's
King
turn.
of the Seven Seas.
We've covered Arthur Curry on the show before, and
Yes,
he's
you did.
actually secretly awesome.
That's right.
Yes, you did. He was fighting Namor the Samaritan, and he won that death battle. Comic book Aquaman is one of the most powerful versions in the DC universe. He's basically an Atlantean version of Thor in his own way, but he is incredibly strong. But when people say Aquaman sucks, they think of the Super Friends version.
Right, Boomstick. But the version
It's
we're
probably
dealing
the-
with today is from the bargain bin cartoons
Oh,
from
these
the 60s and 70s.
Hanna-Barbera.
Now, you might assume that means this Aquaman is a total loser, but really, have you watched all those cartoons?
Remember, this is from the era when Superman was sneezing solar systems apart.
Oh yeah, Golden Age Superman. I remember those. Golden Age Superman. I don't know whatever happened to him, because he's apparently still exists in the DC universe. Huh. But like I said, when people think of Aquaman sucks, they think of the Super Friends version. Hey, Robot Chicken used them all the time. Family Guy does it all the time. They always use that version of Aquaman, the Family Guy version.
So, get ready.
Art's origin is basically the same as the Silver Age comic.
Silver Age. Oh, the Silver Age, not the Golden Age. Okay. Let's see. Real name, Arthur Curry. Okay, obviously. He is 6 feet and 1 inch tall. He weighs 325 pounds, a member of the Super Friends, a citizen of Poseidonus. His allies is Aqualad, Mira, and Storm. I think that's the name of his seahorse that he rides every time. Is a broad productive of human fish in intercourse. Okay. Let's not ignore that. Let's just ignore
Tom Curry was a humble lighthouse keeper who decided one day to fuck a fish.
He did not
Nope.
that. He procreated with Atlanta, an Atlantean from the underwater city of Poseidonus.
Poseidonus. That's the name of the Poseidonus. That's what they named it back in those days. Not Atlantis, apparently. Have y'all watched Peacemaker, where they make fun of Aquaman, saying that Aquaman slept with a fish? They made that joke. Oh man, Jason Momoa was hilarious when they heard the remark saying that when John Cena played Peacemaker, say, "How would you go sleep with another fish, douchebag?" And Jason Momoa's Aquaman's like, "I am so freaking tired of that rumor." That made me laugh.
And from their union, Arthur Curry was born with magnificent aquatic abilities.
And he's the king of Atlantis, too.
Oh, wait, no. It says here that was introduced in the comics later. Here he's just some guy with magnificent aquatic abilities and a giant mutant seahorse that neighs just like a land horse.
This Aquaman comes from a time when everybody who's anybody had their own secret cave with assorted gadgets. He's got an underwater jet ski,
His arsenal: jet ski, octopus, ink cartridge, heat ray, water pistol, net, and communication ring. Okay, not that much is shown about this guy.
octopus ink, a water pistol, and a portable heat ray to blast right
Oh,
through
an actual
solid
water pistol.
ice. Not exactly mind-blowing, but, I'm sure we're ramping up.
We sure are. Aquaman's hybrid human Atlantean biology grants him superhuman strength and the ability to breathe underwater indefinitely and withstand the crushing depths of the ocean floor.
The pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench
Okay.
is 16,000 pounds per square inch. That's like being stepped on by 100 elephants.
I mean, it's impressive. That's some durable. Not as durable as the main comic book Aquaman, who can survive gunfire and knives trying to be stabbed and can lift a giant submarine. And I have seen an Aquaman from the comics who is holding a building from falling apart, the size of his Empire State Building. I can't remember which page it was, but I remember seeing that strength feat, and it was incredible.
Which is a lot, I guess.
Aquaman is also an incredible swimmer, able to travel from Florida to Maine in under an hour. That's almost twice the speed of sound.
I mean,
he can create water balls
it's
and whirlpools
fast,
out
I
of
guess.
thin water, and fittingly, water-based attacks are completely ineffective against him. And of course, you can't forget his aquatic telepathy.
He can talk to fish, and he can even control people's minds and give them seizures, right?
Oh, actually, that second part is also just from the comics.
Yeah,
Cartoon Aquaman
no.
can talk to fish. Which
Yeah,
is
he doesn't
awesome.
have those
His
abilities.
telepathy can reach several miles, summon hundreds of sea creatures at once, and works on anything from microscopic organisms to alien life. As long as it's aquatic alien life, of course.
But he
Okay.
can still mind control them, right?
Kind of. He can free them from mind control and even influence their emotional state to some degree, but besides that, there have been times when sea creatures have just ignored his commands outright.
Wiz, I'm gonna be straight with you. You
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
said anything remotely mind-blowing yet. Does this Aquaman actually suck?
Hold your seahorses. Aquaman's
Does he
exploits were
really,
so
though?
world-renowned, he banded together with Earth's mightiest heroes to form a team capable of defending the planet, nay, the universe,
Okay.
from any threat.
I mean,
The
it's something.
Super Friends.
The Super Friends. They're like the
I never understood the Super Friends when I first saw this. Like, who are these two kids, and why a dog is a member of this? I guess Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Robin, which is apparently Dick Grayson. This is a reference to Adam West's take of the Batman and Robin duo, and Aquaman there.
dime store knockoff version of the Justice League.
They pretty much are.
No, you've got heavy hitters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman,
Keep going.
Flash, Green Lantern,
Uh-huh.
Apache Chief.
I know him.
Samurai. Black
I don't know who
Vulcan, the Wonder Twins.
I know the Wonder
Their
Twins.
pet monkey Gleek.
Wiz, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
No,
Anybody remember Gleek? Anybody remember Gleek and the Wonder Twins? I know I'm familiar with the Wonder Twins, but it's been a while since I've seen Gleek, and they don't use them at all that often. Oh boy.
wait, his best direct strength feat was when he, moved some trash. About 50 metric tons of it.
The jokes
Yeah.
write themselves, huh?
Pretty much.
Fun fact, Aquaman once enrolled in an American college under the name Mr. Waterman.
Are you
So
serious?
We're working with a pretty hefty IQ here, huh?
Come on.
Okay, so he's lame and arguably completely lame. I was
He-
convinced I'd
oh,
find some
man.
crazy, insane Popeye punching out the animator feet
He
somewhere,
really-
but
he's-
no, he sucks. He actually sucks. His best feat is literally garbage.
I'll take
Wow.
over from here, Wiz. Aquaman is a bit of a joke, sure, but he's not completely useless.
Okay.
He's dodged laser beams, defeated a living Titanic by luring it into an iceberg. Seriously, and beaten
Yeah,
this
that
water
ha- I-
elemental
apparently that
Undyne,
happened,
who
apparently.
looked like a gorilla for some reason, by summoning
know.
seagulls to pelt her.
Other elemental sentient summons a blizzard to completely freeze an oil refinery. Based on the size of the volume of ice, this would be around the energy of 2.9 kilotons of TNT. Okay.
With clamshells. He once even outswam this Kryptonian pterodactyl monster, Rokan, who flew from the edge of the galaxy to Earth.
A Kryptonian pterodactyl monster. I'm unfamiliar with that, but then again, when I look back at Doomsday's origin, that Krypton was a hostile planet in the beginning, I guess it makes sense.
Earth in about 15 seconds.
Wait, really? Okay, now we're talking. That'd be over 55 billion times the speed of light. And Aquaman
Yeah, but it's
swimming
flying in the
clearly
air.
outmatched that. It doesn't matter if it looks lame.
You get one, buddy.
And
Okay,
hey, he could
that's-
probably
that's
kick
impressive.
your ass, person that's watching at home, so that's something.
Well, not if he's on dry land. If he's out of the water for even 1 hour, he dies. Never mind. Person
Wow.
watching at home, just hide for a bit, grab some lunch, and then stomp on his corpse.
What is
So that's why he's a joke. That whole joke that he can't do anything if he's not in the water. If he's not in the water, because the real Aquaman can do a lot of damage even outside of the water. The man can crush cars, can throw cars from distances, and pretty much summon the ocean carries the ocean with him. He basically manipulates the seas. This Aquaman does not.
raw
It's
power
disappointing.
really what makes someone a hero? Or is it the drive to help others, to be of service, to sacrifice? That's what a hero is to me, and I'd say
Okay.
Aquaman's got as much of that as there are drops of water in the ocean.
He's about to die.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
We're only gonna church together. To church? Yeah, I swear I saw him stealing from the basket, bro. You're about to pray to the egg real quick, right? You're about to... Listen, I got a Bible verse for you. I am the yoke, don't need the yoke. I want the smoke, I'm gonna smoke all of your weed. Oh shit. No, not my weed, bro. Oh shit, Matthew 5:14.
Did that come back?
The moment he says he's about to die, and it's just like, yeah, they didn't sugarcoat it. Aquaman is going to die. Well, at least they were honest.
Are set, and we've run the data through all possibility. One possibility.
One possibility.
It's time for Aquaman's funeral!
His funeral. Oh man, I'm so sorry for him now.
Mermaid Man? Wait a second, you're not Mermaid Man.
Huh? Not a bad SpongeBob voice, but I guess they couldn't get Tom Kenny. Because I guess you're saying Tom Kenny's expensive to get, I'm basically. From what I've heard, Tom Kenny said he is happy to voice SpongeBob in anything. Just give him a call. He'll be happy to voice SpongeBob in anything. I guess Tom Kenny was very busy at the time, so yeah. But it's not bad.
The name's Aquaman, evildoer.
Evildoer? I'm a hero.
I saved this city.
Oh, I like that heroic voice that SpongeBob does. He does do that in the cartoon. Your leg, that poor guy's
There's
leg.
only one real hero here, fiend, and he's a super friend.
What the heck?
You see, sir, I'm a sea sponge, phylum porifera, and you can't just...
Okay, that did something.
How about a little karate, Waterman?
It's Aquaman.
Oh, he kicked each other in the crotch.
Of course, he's a sea creature, and as the king of the seas, he's mine to command.
Oh, that happened.
I wasn't just reaching out to you, Sponge. Let him have it, chums.
Wow, that hurt.
Great Neptune!
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta go back. That face expression. Oh, that is hilarious. It actually edited the person's lips on the drawing. That is awesome. That is hilarious. Oh, I'm getting Ren and Stimpy vibes from this. The creators of Ren and Stimpy would be proud of this type of animation. Oh man.
Get a load of this, Seaman!
Damn it, it's Aqua!
Can't get his name right.
Need water.
Oh yeah, he's
Fading. Is there nothing I could do? My man.
my
I
man.
see it
Jason
now.
Momoa.
A multiverse of Aquaman. And
Yeah.
out of all of them, I'm the lamest fucking one!
Pretty much.
A joke. I'm no superhero.
Wow, I'm
People used to say the same kind of things
kind of
about
feel sorry
me.
for him now.
Goofball, wingnut, knucklehead McSpazatron. But every day, I get back up and say 2 words.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you ready for that though? Apparently he is. He got his magic pencil. Oh no, that's an army of doodle bobs. That's a nightmare. What are you doing? Oh, he raised his hand. The other
other side of the universe.
Yes, he is.
I'll prove it to you. I'll be a real superhero.
Gooby Goop. He says Gooby Goober and he says superhero. What the heck? They love using the animation of explosion. It's iconic.
Don't cry, Sponge. Let's
Aw.
be super.
I'm sad. What you did for him? What the? He still can't get his name right. Here lies Ocean Man. He even spelled lies wrong. Lied wrong. Oh man. Here lies Ocean Man. Oh, now I'm thinking of the trope of that commercial, Ocean Man. or it might be reworded as Trojan Man. Oh, if you know that commercial, you know what I'm talking about. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Heyo.
What is it with ridiculously OP nautical-themed cartoon characters on this show, Wiz?
It's Toon
This
Force.
was an incredibly close fight.
No.
Gotcha! Obviously, Aquaman didn't have a snowball's chance in hell in defeating this
No,
little
no, he did
Where
not.
do we even start? With his bubbles and magic pencils, SpongeBob could basically do anything he wanted.
Yes,
there
he
was
can.
no way Aquaman wouldn't get totally overwhelmed, especially with his much more limited arsenal. I can't think of a more lopsided matchup than someone whose main attack is
SpongeBob is obsessive fan of the superhero Mermaid Man. In universe parody of Aquaman with the same powers, he be familiar with any of Aquaman would throw at him. That is somewhat true. Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy are basically parodies of Aquaman and Aqualad.
throwing water against
For those
a
who don't know.
sentient sea sponge.
Aquaman's only potential
Kinda
option
obvious.
was his telepathy, but as we've covered, it's far less powerful than his comic counterpart.
Yes.
There's no reason to believe SpongeBob wouldn't just ignore Arthur's commands.
Even if it was straight up mind control, SpongeBob's Krabby Patties straight up cancel mind control.
Mermaid
Really,
Man.
nothing Aquaman had could overcome Bob's utterly broken regeneration.
The little yellow dude
Yeah.
has survived being completely disintegrated into dust and even erased from reality. All Aquaman can do is punch kind of hard, and even that's basically useless against Bob's squishy body.
Maybe Aquaman could have found a way to dehydrate SpongeBob enough to keep him permanently incapacitated, like when he and Patrick were trapped in Shell City.
But that
Right.
would require the fight to take place out of the water.
Which I see that little jellyfish meme there. So, well, man, this was I'm listening to the dialogue, even though Rooster Teeth is gonna, you know how Rooster Teeth are, as crappy as the company they is. They're always trying to block this episode, which they always do. But hey, I gotta let them know this is a reaction video, even though I am pausing the video for crying out loud. But hey, what do you gotta do? That's Rooster Teeth in a nutshell. Let's finish this up.
Which messes Aquaman up way harder than it does SpongeBob. And it
They really love using that explosion animation. Seriously.
also require the fight doesn't instantly end up with SpongeBob karate chopping Aquaman at 10 shit zillion times the speed of light,
Yeah.
splattering his atoms against Saturn. Cause yeah, remember when SpongeBob unraveled the universe? Considering the
No, I'm sorry, I need to do this one. This is fucking insane. Compare
Okay, explain how SpongeBob managed to erase the entire universe.
Compared to SpongeBob's size, the string's width is about 192 micrometers. We can use that to find the
Micrometers?
volume of, say, 1 meter of string and compare that to the volume of the entire observable universe. Considering it took SpongeBob about 5 seconds, he would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
What the heck?
That's as many times faster than light as there are atoms in the universe.
Oh, wow. And SpongeBob just erased an entire universe just by pulling the off string.
This is the fastest calculable speed feat in our
Really?
show's history. And it belongs to SpongeBob SquarePants.
But do you
I'm not even surprised at this point. I mean, SpongeBob is a Toon Force deity, just like other Toon Force users.
think he could take on comic book Aquaman?
Yes, he can. SpongeBob could probably take on Superman, Goku, most of anime characters. Heck, put him up against Popeye, since Popeye just literally killed Saitama. Put them up against each other. I wouldn't be surprised. Heck, funny enough, Tom Kenny, I can actually see him be the voice of Popeye if they ever made a Popeye animated movie, which was planned, but Sony scrapped it and canceled it for a emoji movie. Wonder how that turned out for them.
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?
Good point. Because let's not forget,
Of course I didn't forget.
that string feat also destroyed
is-
the entire
this
universe.
broke- I think
And stuff
Wiz
like
has almost
that
lost
is
his sanity.
Actually consistent.
SpongeBob is literally aware of the fourth wall and has
Yes, he
rewritten
is.
the plot of his own story as he's living it.
Let's see, SpongeBob's pros. Absurdly stronger and faster, absorbs water attacks, immune to telepathy, infinite potential with powers, with or without powers, cannot be killed by Arthur. His only con, he's a dummy. He's a nitwit. Aquaman. Only pros. Won the moral victory? Question mark. His con, everything else laugh LMAL laugh my A off.
Screw the pencil or the bubbles. He can just will whatever he wants into existence from his imagination. He's
Pretty much.
a god. A yellow, spongy god of death.
Yes,
And that's why he beats Goku.
yeah,
At
he
least
would.
Arthur finally got to be a
He would. I bet Prince Vegeta would call BS on that. But honestly, Toon Force users are just brokenly overpowered. And Aquaman had some Toon Force logic, but SpongeBob's Toon Force is just stronger.
real hero. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. He's dead. Too bad for the King of the Seas. That sure was one sweet victory.
I get the
winner
reference.
is SpongeBob SquarePants, our god.
not my god.
Thank you for
There's
watching.
only one
Stay
god, and he
tuned.
doesn't
We'll be
look
jumping
like
into
that.
The next matchup next week, but you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the
No
battle
problem,
music
man.
linked down below.
Okay, who's next? Who's next? Oh. Okay then.
Great Neptune!
Okay then. The next death battle. Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers from Halloween. Huh. Okay, I'm interested. I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to that death battle on Halloween. Sure. What were you guys' thoughts on this death battle? Are you excited for the next death battle of two of the serial killer monsters ready to duke it out? Or they might make up as friends and start killing people on a killing spree. But this was a funny, hilarious death battle, and I enjoyed it. Oh man, this was insane. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this death battle. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. What were your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, take care. Have a great day. Be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later, and make sure to wash your hands. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go take a nap.
Try and pull me over now, cop!